Hello, everybody. This is Ken Corbin, and welcome once again to the Manufactured Home Show. This is the program where I have the opportunity to chat with the absolute best of the best in our industry, from retailers to associations, lenders, suppliers, and today I must tell you, my dear friend Maria Horton, who's exemplary on community management. She's going to tell you more all about that in just a minute. But as always, if you have any questions whatsoever, perhaps you know someone who you might recommend as a guest, or perhaps you'd like to be a guest on the program, simply drop me an email to ken@callkencorbin.com. And if you'd like to see all the programs in this series, including Maria's, simply go to my website, callkencorbin.com, and then look in the upper right-hand corner, and you'll see a little tab that says Manufactured Home Show, and you'll be able to see everything there. In addition, you can also go to learnmh.com, and they have a little tab that says Training Programs, and you'll find them all there. And of course, you can always get the latest on my business Facebook page, Ken Corbin Speaker. And with that, let me introduce to you today Maria Horton, who serves as both Director of Marketing and Regional Manager for Newport Pacific Company, a full-service property management firm located in Irvine, California. They specialize in manufactured home communities, apartment complexes, condo associations, and recreational vehicle support, having been a leader in property management going back since 1980. Newport Pacific oversees properties throughout the United States. Maria has an exceptional business acumen in the manufactured housing industry. This includes extensive experience in property management, home sales, leasing, marketing, budget preparation, vendor contract negotiations, and development of on-site personnel. She holds her MCM, MHM, CAM, CMCA, and AMS designations, in addition to being a licensed manufactured housing sales consultant. Back in 2009, Maria was appointed by the Mayor and City Council of Carson, California, to sit as a member of the Mobile Home Rental Review Board and currently remains an active member. The city of Carson is known throughout the state of California for its strict rental control ordinances. Maria shares her passion and dedication by continually improving her knowledge of our industry with exemplary service. She is a frequent speaker and attendee at industry conferences throughout the United States, where she proudly represents her company and its accomplishments. And folks, I can tell you that no matter where I go in our great country, no matter to what association, no matter to what meeting, I'm going to see, and here she is, Maria Horton. We are so glad you're with us today.
Oh, Ken, oh my goodness, good morning. I can't believe this. I can't believe this introduction you're giving me, but thank you very much. It's a pleasure and an honor to be with you, once again, and we're not running through a hotel going to a conference.
Are going to dinner. We've had multiple times, we've had wonderful dinners. It's just been fabulous. And I've got to share a story. Not only did we have dinner, I recall one time we were in Arizona, and we were at a resort. We were working with the Association for Communities in Arizona, and we had a chance to go across the street to the racing place. And your son is an avid race car driver. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes, he works for Porsche, the Porsche Experience now, but he was a race car driver. He was a drifter.
A drifter.
Formula drifter. Yes.
Well, again, I want to thank you. And we talked about all these wonderful things, Maria, which you do today, but it had to start somewhere. And so maybe can you share with us, what was the life experience or experiences that said, hey, I need to enter into the manufactured housing industry?
Ken, every so often, every so many years, I changed careers and decided, okay, I want to try something new. And so this time it was a divorce that actually led to this.
Oh my.
And oh, so there you go. One of those life experiences that happens to many of us.
Yeah.
And I found myself wondering what I was going to do next. And a girlfriend had called me and said, oh, my boss needs help. Maybe you can come and help us. And it was a small company that is well known in California. And they needed some administrative assistant help. And so I joined the firm and got to know a little bit about this industry for 3 years. And it was fascinating to me. And I got to talk to so many people and know so many people just in that short time that I looked for from that point. Then I really wanted to get into more of a corporate atmosphere, looking for a company that was a little more corporate, because most of my lifetime I spent in large corporate companies, and so this was a smaller mom and pop type of business that I was, became familiar with the industry. And so then I moved to Newport Pacific, and it was just my cup of tea. It was what I was waiting for. And 15 years later, I am still here, and I am so blessed because they have offered me so many opportunities. As you have said, that I have traveled all over to conferences across the country, but I have worked hard for this. I have learned the industry. I have learned and gained so many certifications along the way, and joined associations and got involved with city life and city organizations, and did everything I possibly could to learn about the industry. So anyway, it's been a wonderful experience and a wonderful road traveled for me.
Well, and Newport Pacific, and I'll share with our viewers, I was so honored last year to be invited to address your conference, and the amount of enthusiasm that you guys put together, the entire Newport Pacific team, from Mike and Candy and Celeste and you and everyone involved. It was great. And we were so excited because we were going to do it again this past July in Las Vegas. And of course, COVID came.
COVID hit.
But the good news is we're going to do it again, but we're going to do it, it looks like next July, I believe, in Las Vegas. And that's pretty exciting. But Newport Pacific, can you tell us a little bit more detail exactly how the company operates from the respective manufactured home communities?
Sure. We have 3 different companies. We have a third-party management company that we do property management. We oversight of management of mobile home, manufactured home communities, RV parks, as you had stated, and
Right.
apartments and condo associations, or any type of residential housing. And we have all of these. We operate all of these communities with managers and maintenance people that become employees of Newport Pacific. This way, we have a good handle on all the laws that apply to them and what needs to be covered for them for HR purposes,
Right.
so that we are very aware of everything that is necessary to operate a community legally, lawfully, keeping everything going. And we are so proud of the managers and maintenance and people that are all involved. The accounting departments, we have our own accounting department that lives within our corporate office, and they work there. I should say they live there, but they probably feel that way sometimes. But they work on doing all the financial information for all of the communities. Everyone works with that accounting group, and the regional managers are who keep everything, watch over everything. We have a set of regional managers that oversee all the properties across the country. They visit all of their section of properties that are assigned to them. The managers and maintenance people report to those regional managers. We take care of everything from maintenance, property taxes, everything to do with keeping that property in the best condition and operating to the best of its ability. So we make sure that everything is up to date. We also do our due diligence before getting involved with the community to make sure that owners are aware, especially if they're just buying into a community. They're aware of exactly what they're getting into, because sometimes, you know, owners can be, they see a beautiful property and they think this is great, but they don't realize what's really involved, all the legal ramifications and all the you know, the utilities, the zoning, everything that's involved that you really need to get a hold of to make sure that this property operates to the best and makes the most money for the ownership, and yet doesn't penalize the residents as well. You know, we are trying to, you know, it's a balance. It's always a balancing act that you have to provide. Sure. So in dealing with owners, and we let our owners know that we will do the best we can, but we also know in times like this that, you know, rent increases may not be as high as they would like them to be, but you know, we have to be aware of our resident needs as well. So we do a lot of work with our residents. We do a lot of on-site work with them, that we either meet with them. We have groups that talk to us and set up just meetings with Neighborhood Watch, with whatever is going on in the communities, trying to help each other so that we can make sure that we're in tune with what's going on in our community.
Sure. Well, if you're taking over a community and perhaps you're bringing in new staff, new employees, and for the growth that our industry is having right now, there's going to be a lot of people entering it.
Yes.
And with that, and you've been around it, you've seen it, you work with them. What tips or suggestions would you give someone just now entering the manufactured home park space?
I would say get as much education as you can about the industry. Take classes, take as many classes, ask your bosses about classes, see what's available to you, because certifications are very important to you. They're very important in gaining knowledge about this industry. Mm-hmm. And this industry is constantly changing. So we need to make sure that we are up to date. We send all our managers to classes for them to get certified in operating the mobile home parks that they operate. And they attend classes through WMA. WMA is the Western Manufactured Housing Association, which is for the West Coast people. That is our state association. And they offer wonderful classes for our managers to attend. Of course, now everyone's going to Zoom classes. Normally we attend, and we have live speakers that offer these classes, and it's a tremendous opportunity for managers to keep in tune with what is going on in the industry and how they should be operating their parks. So that's one way. But across the country, I mean, MHI offers classes and they offer certifications. We have parks throughout the country, so we now are, you know, seeking out whichever groups that we can have our managers attend classes and get certified in things. MHI is offering a wonderful class now as well. And I know that certainly George Allen's group, his group offers a class, an education and a certification for managers in you know, throughout the country as well. So, you know, there are many possibilities and options. There are even options in schools, you know, in colleges and things that are offering classes. So it's so good to really get as much information as you can about what you're getting into, because it will only help you down the road.
Well, and with that would tie into the state associations. How important is it, and from your respect, and I'm sure you would think so, that it's how important is it we support and get involved with our state associations?
Absolutely important. It is so important. We belong to so many state associations. Newport Pacific believes very strongly in this, because They offer the latest in what is happening locally in your state, and the changes that are being made, whether it's through the government, whatever zoning changes, whatever bills are being passed that are working for us or against us in our industry. They are so important that we are involved and we are kept up to speed with everything that is happening in the states. We belong to state associations all across the country, wherever we have properties, so that we can stay involved. And that's why my participation is in conferences across the country, so that we can keep our name out there. Our reputation is good. We keep involved so that we know exactly how to operate communities in other states as well as California. And California certainly is our home base, but
Right.
we are so spread out now, and it's very important that we keep up with what's going on in other states as well.
Well, it's like you mentioned the WMA. I'm honored to be able to offer a program
Yes.
there next month, and I'm excited about that. But continuing on the training mode, Newport Pacific, what type of training programs do you offer the associates, the employees, the managers throughout the country?
We use Grace Hill. Grace Hill is an online set of classes and courses that really assist with customer service training. They are so helpful in teaching very basic items for HR purposes, for operational purposes. Grace Hill is an excellent program, and I believe they're in conjunction with Visto, so they really help us. I don't know, I'm certified in apartment management as well, and that I always take my classes through Visto, and Visto is connected with Grace Hill, and so we have to keep, in getting the certifications, you certainly have to keep them going. So I do have to attend classes all the time to make sure every year that they are recertified, and it's a wonderful opportunity to keep active and to keep learning all about this industry. And so that's how we train our maintenance people, our managers, our people that cannot necessarily get everything at the classes that are offered by these associations. But Grace Hill seems to have a great program for us, so we enjoy using that.
Well, and on a national basis, you mentioned, George Allen, and let's also talk about SECO, which is now just grown. Oh my gosh, it's just snowballed into this huge event being held. It's amazing. In Atlanta, SECO 20, it's SECO 20. And I know you are playing a very important role in SECO this year. Again, I'm going to have the pleasure of working with you on Manager Monday.
Yes, thank you, Ken. You are going to be a star, as usual, presenting to our managers.
But tell us a little bit more about this year's event with SECO and why it's so important that people participate.
Oh, it is so important because this is the first virtual conference that our industry will be sponsoring. So it's tremendous. It's a tremendous undertaking, and we are so excited to see it all come together. We are partnered with the best, MH Village and Datacomp, who are partnering to put this on through a company out of Boston called Sococo, who actually sets up this whole conference just like we were at the conference hall, just like we'd be at an exhibit hall. And we have sponsors and exhibit booths, and we have sessions, and we're going to have everything that we have normally at a conference and trade show without the bodies there.
Right.
So we will be offering classes and sessions for people new to this industry that want to learn from people who have experience in purchasing properties and just starting out, and they will learn from the experienced people. They will learn from the inexperienced people as well, because not everyone goes into this winning. Some people have to learn through their mistakes, and so we have a lot of vendors, so many offerings for classes and sessions that are going to take place For September 28th is Managers Monday, and September 29th through October 2nd is the actual SECO conference for everyone. And we hope that you will go onto the website, secoconference.com, and sign up and register to join us, because we will be, Newport Pacific will be in our booth. We will be visiting with everyone as best we can. And when I'm not speaking in a class, there'll be other representatives of Newport Pacific from all over our country. And we're excited to be a part of it. It is a tremendous honor to be a part of the committee and doing this. I helped with Marjorie and I have put together the Manager Monday classes and getting all the speakers together, and it's a great group with you included, of course. So we're looking forward to it.
Well, you know, going back to Newport Pacific for a minute, and I must share with our viewers and our listeners, the one thing that is the focus by far, when all is said and done, it's customer service. It's
Yes.
what you do to take care of your residents, your tenants, your properties, and maybe share your vision as to why customer service is so important.
Oh my goodness, isn't it even so much more important now with all the media outlets out there for everyone to talk about what kind of job we're doing for everyone out there. So we certainly are very aware of our conversations with our residents. Our residents, you know, are our work. This is what we do, and we help them with their lives. We help them, especially now through COVID. They have been for many months, you know, locked in their homes, barely able to come out. And when you have a senior park that is just, you know, people are just dying to talk to someone, so to speak. They just want to talk. They want to say hi. They want that comfort zone of just being able to reach out and being able to be recognized, and having the manager know their name and say, "Good morning. Hello, how are you? Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see you." And, you know, even when they have something that's not so nice to talk about, maybe that car's parked there too long, or maybe they saw something that wasn't, you know, that wasn't right, and why aren't we following the rules, and why isn't everybody following the rules? And it is such a learning experience to learn how to deal with all of the various types of experiences in dealing with people. And that helps you through life as well. It's not something that's just related to mobile home parks or manufactured home communities or RV parks, or it is about life in general and how we treat each other. And so it's so important that we learn customer service skills. That is something that Grace Hill specializes in. We do have a lot of classes that we encourage our managers to take there, because, you know, it's not fun to read about a job that is not going well, that maybe someone's not happy with you, and perhaps they had a misunderstanding. And so you want to make sure you nip these things in the bud right away, and make sure that we are constantly communicating with our residents. You know, a little card to somebody goes a long ways, a little note in their mailbox saying, "Good morning, hope you have a wonderful day." Just a little something, because they're so sheltered now. They barely can go to the markets. They are just, you know, having a difficult time, and even the mothers with the children sitting home because they can't go to school. Maybe there's something we can do. Maybe there's something that we can provide them. Maybe it's you know, it's backpacks or little things for kids to, you know, to please them, that, you know, eventually they will be back in school. So you know, it's just a little something that to let them know that we're thinking of them, because moms are having a tough time as well with all the children being home and trying to organize and keep working at the same time if possible. It's a difficult time, Ken. I can't imagine. I mean, I'm just amazed at how well we're doing out there, you know, with what is happening in our world. So,
Well, Maria, you have been throughout your career and I don't want to say lucky, because luck is where preparedness meets opportunity. And you have certainly been prepared. You have worked your fanny off. You've climbed the mountain. You've done it, and you have. But as you sit up on the mountaintop, and you look across this vast country, when you look back, what is the one thing that you might say, this is the one thing I'm most proud of? Maybe you could share that with our viewers.
Ooh, well, I mean, when we're talking what we're most proud of, I mean, I could say I am most proud of my son, my life, my family life, what has happened in my family life. I have wonderful ex-husband, wonderful friends, wonderful people in my life that are so good, brothers and sisters, parents that were so loving and so good to me. I am so proud that I hope that I have given back the love that I have been shown, at least a little bit, because I've been shown so much. And in this industry, I would say the same goes. I would say that I have really reached out to a lot of people to get to know these people, because at every trade show, at every park, there's always somebody who has something to offer us, and sure, to speak to somebody and have them remember you and be thrilled that you remembered them, and to just, in the old days I could give hugs to everyone, but someday I will again give hugs to everyone. But I am so proud of being able to reach out to so many people, and my goodness, I have had the opportunity to dine with congressmen and see our homes on the Capitol steps, and we have done so much in this industry, thanks to MHI and all the manufacturers for all their hard work putting that together. But to be a part of it, this is just mind-boggling. I am so blessed, and I thank Mike Sullivan and Clark Fairbrother for their constant support of me at Newport Pacific, and everyone else, and of course CMHI and Joe Stegmeyer and Jess Maxey and all the people who have ever recognized me for the wonderful work that I've tried to help them with and do for this industry. I love this industry. There's so much to do, and I'm so hopeful. This is a funny thing, but I'm so hopeful that more women will get involved. I constantly look at every trade show, every conference, and there are many more of us out there, but I just want to see more women become involved, because, we are go-getters. We can do this. We can be the leaders of this industry as well. So I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased to be a part of it, and so proud of being a part of it. Thank you, Ken.
Well, I've got to ask this question. There's going to be, I'm sure, people that are going to say, okay, she's talking about all this stuff and she does this and she does that. But if I wanted to talk to Maria Horton, if I wanted to reach out to her.
Anytime.
How do they get a hold of you?
Well, my email address is maria@newportpacific.com.
That's simple.
That's pretty easy. I was the only Maria at the time, so I got that lucky email address, maria@newportpacific.com. And I would give out my cell phone number to over this wonderful podcast if you want me to, but I don't know if that's such a good idea.
No, I think the maria@newportpacific.com is great, because we know, as you've already started, women are going to rule this industry. They're going to rule the world, and that's absolutely. Maria, you and I have known each other for a long time. We've traveled a lot together, and this, I must tell you, has been such a pleasure. I have been looking so forward to this.
Muchísimas gracias.
De nada.
Oh, come on. You got to get better than that. You live in Mexico. Come on.
I mean, Lleno Magna, fill it up regular, is about the most things that I know.
Oh,
God bless you. You're the best. Maria, I want to thank you. It's been a joy. And for all of you that have been able to watch, I'm sure you've gained such valuable information. And I want to thank you once again for joining Maria Horton of Newport Pacific and myself, Ken Corbin. And we look forward to having you again soon on the Manufactured Home Show. Bye-bye.
You can. Bye. Thank you, Ken.